I walked into a red phone booth without noticing the heavy metal door slowly closing behind me. I dropped a coin into the phone to make a call, but the line was dead and nothing connected. Losing my dollar for nothing made me furious. When I tried to leave, I realized the metal door wouldn't open no matter how hard I pushed. I was confused and thought someone was playing a stupid prank by locking me inside for a few minutes. The blazing sun kept beating down on me, making me more and more irritated. Two men on their way to work passed by, and I quickly banged on the glass, begging for help. They walked over. They couldn't hear my voice, but they understood my gestures. They pulled from the outside while I pushed with all my strength from the inside. The door didn't move an inch. More and more people gathered around. The two men checked their watches and eventually had to leave for work. I forced a smile and waved goodbye. Soon construction workers and office employees stopped to watch. A strong man stepped forward and tried to force the door open. Even after breaking the handle, he couldn't open it, and the crowd started laughing. Then he threw his body against the glass, but even that failed. Embarrassed, he walked away. An experienced mechanic arrived next. He inspected the booth carefully, but couldn't find a single screw. He tried prying it open from the edges, but nothing worked. Finally, he reattached the broken handle and left. As the crowd grew larger, a small world formed around me. There were shoe shiners, balloon sellers, and even people secretly stealing food nearby. Yet no one could get me out. Helpless, I sat down on the floor. A fire truck arrived, and the firefighters prepared to smash the glass from above. I panicked, afraid the shattered glass would fall on me. Just then, someone stopped them. A group of people in uniforms arrived and claimed they worked for the phone booth company. They said the broken booth was being taken away for repairs. I had no idea what was happening. I tried desperately to stop them, but my voice couldn't escape the booth. The crowd smiled, trying to reassure me, as they hauled the entire booth away. As the truck drove farther from the city, everything outside became stranger. At one traffic light, I saw a funeral with a transparent coffin that looked disturbingly similar to my situation. At the next light, I saw another person trapped inside an identical red phone booth. That's when I realized it was all part of a conspiracy. I pounded on the glass and begged for help, but people thought I was simply waving at them, so they smiled and waved back. Hungry, thirsty, and completely exhausted, I finally lay down in despair. The truck reached a deserted area. I looked at the photos of my wife and son, wondering what I had done to deserve this. A military helicopter appeared overhead. I used every bit of strength I had left to call for help, but it flew right past me. It wasn't coming to rescue me when it was guiding the truck. Deep in the mountains, I was taken to a place where countless red phone booths were being built, each one designed so its door could never be opened again. Every booth was a prison for another human being. A massive crane lifted my booth onto a conveyor belt. In front of me were countless others, each with another trapped person inside. None of our fates could be changed. When no one can hear your voice, no one comes to save you. So if nobody could hear you, what would be the very first thing you'd try to change?